Hey Tubesters. So today we are going to be making, or you're going to be watching me make, my protection sand recipe. Now I'm going to keep it real. This is my first time making this. I know I've made like mixes with sand in it before, but I don't think I've ever actually made something for protection specifically for like casting barriers and whatnot. Um, so we're gonna make one now because I've been wanting to use my sand anyway, and oof, Felicity. Sorry, I'm grabbing the sand now. And what better reason to do it than now? And sand is really good. Um, it's a little better than using salt outside, just because salt ends up like sterilizing the soil, if you will. Um, So I'm just gonna pour this out here. That should be enough because I'm still gonna add herbs and whatnot in it. Yes, I was so desperate that I used a Tupperware container to put my sand in. And this is sand that I collected from a local beach. Um, and it's really beautiful, especially when it's wet. Because it's like so dark and all the mica that's within it. So right now it kind of looks more like a taupe gray brown color, but it looks so pretty when it's wet, as you'll probably see once I add the oils in it. So I'm not gonna bless this sand because I feel it's already magical in itself. Sand has at least quartz, sometimes other minerals. Mica is also an amplifier, and it's so pure in its own, and it's so potent and magical that I just don't feel it needs charging. So the next thing we're gonna add, as soon as I can find it, I got like all my herbs over here, so like I need to figure out where it is. We're gonna be adding some blessed thistle, and this is just for the blessings, or for protective blessings. So wherever this is laid, it will both bless myself and the land or wherever it's laid. So it's going to be protecting both. And I'm going to add all of this just because, actually, I'm only going to add half. I'm only going to add half. Go. That was a little more than half, but it's okay. It is okay. And as I'm mixing it, I'm enchanting it. All right. The next thing that I'm going to add is some eggshells. And what inspired this was I was going live. Look how pretty that is. I was going live on IG earlier today, and someone was talking about, just look at that. Isn't that pretty? And they were talking about how they're not the best at doing protective works, and you know, just it kind of slips their mind from time to time, and they're experiencing. I don't want to share too much because it's not my business, but they're experiencing things that they don't want to experience. Let's just put it that way. So I was like, you know, you should really make like a protection oil, or at the very least, so you can anoint yourself. The next thing I'm going to add is some comfrey leaf. I know I haven't really talked about comfrey a lot. I don't really use it a lot. I primarily use it for like safe travels and that type of work. I don't really use it for anything else. So I'm just going to add a cap full. And this is kind of like a all-purpose protection sand mix. I lied. I'm going to add 2 cupfuls. Or 2 capfuls. So there's things like psychic protection, or protection from spirits, you know, safe travels, you know, it's all the things, all the protections. This is already feeling kind of good. The next thing I'm going to add is the bay leaves. I'm so excited that I actually found my bay leaves because I thought I had finished them, and apparently they just fell off the shelf. So, yeah, that was a good blessing in disguise, I guess. And I'm gonna charge these up just before I break them up and add them in the mix. Oh, I'm over here breaking it the hard way. I can just do it like this. Alright, now we're gonna add some periwinkle, and this is for protection from spirits. But it's a non-aggressive protection. It's kind of gentle, so that way if there are spirits that wish to or so that way if I use this for like circle or whatever, it doesn't actually like banish or repel. I guess repel is a better word. Any spirits whatsoever. It'll just repel the ones that are harmful and not in alignment with my betterment, which or with my ritual. And that should be enough. So if you're trying to protect yourself, blessed be. If you're trying to protect yourself from spirits, it's really good to make, like, you could just make a basic periwinkle oil or put it in your protection oil, or you could like take some of your protection oil in a separate smaller bottle, add some periwinkle to it, and use that for when you go to the cemeteries and graveyards. Or you can like put some in a little bag and put it on like in a pocket or something on you. So it's really good for that. And then like you can still get spirit activity, but you're not as likely to get overwhelming spirit activity, and you're also not going to experience like the negative spirit activity. All right. And the next thing I'm going to add is some juniper berries. And I'm going to add these whole. A lot of times I'll crush them, but I'm feeling called to add them whole this time. Oh, there we go. So these are the juniper berries. I'm going to just enchant these real quick. And this is more for Vafadiak or Malokio or Mal de Ojo, Evil Eye, things of that nature, right? It's very potent for that. It can also protect from spirits, but that can oftentimes be attributed to Vafadiak. Another good substitute to juniper, especially if you want to use it for like evil eye protection, is to use whole peppercorns. Some say to use allspice. I don't feel allspice is as potent as the black peppercorns. I also don't feel that black peppercorn is as potent as juniper berries, but it's more potent than allspice, and I find that it's the closest substitute you can get. Alright, so the next thing we're going to add is the elderflowers. And this is for like divine protection or divine blessings of protection, I mean. And this is the elderflower. And this can be blessings from your ancestors, from your deities, from your spirit guides. It's divine, but also spiritual protection. So you can call on your spirit team and then have them bless this and activate it with you. All right, and we're gonna skip those ingredients and add them at the end. So the next one we're gonna do is add, not selenite, blessed be, what is this called? Nettle. We're almost done. We'll add all of it, because I need to get some more anyway. And this was given to me by a friend, and I just now finished it, so I'm gonna have to get some more. Hopefully they have more, probably not. They haven't really been like selling for a while, so I'm gonna just have to order it somewhere else, which is fine. But yeah, oh, sorry, not in frame. But yeah, this is beautiful nettle, very well dried. This is for aggressive protection. And I'm gonna enchant this more towards, harmful energies, curses, etc. Curses, ill intent, things actively sent my way are going to be charged in this nettle, and it's very attacking, it's very aggressive, it's very margin, and it's a very much an offensive protection herb. I love this so much. All right, mix this up real good. All right, and so the last thing that I'm going to add is this powdered mix that I did off camera. This is selenite, frankincense, and myrrh. So and I've also already enchanted this off camera. This is again for just specifically blessings from the All Mother, All Father, the God, Goddess, for blessings of protection. So that way no one is capable of doing harm to me wherever this mix is laid. And because of the selenite, I'm not going to put my hands in it, even though I have before, and I've been fine. Just to also get the rest of it off the spoon, I'm just going to use the spoon this time. This is, oopsie. I'm going to try and see if I can get the last bit out of here. That worked a little bit. All right. So I'm gonna just bless this with some candles and maybe with some crystals. I haven't really decided which ones yet. Let's see if we can figure it out together. Right here. I really kind of wish that I had my quartz tower, but I don't. I think I'm actually going to use these eggs. I have a rose quartz one and a selenite one. And I'm going to use both of them. And I'm going to put a candle in here. No, it needs some more. I'll take a picture and I'll share it. But yeah, because I kind of getting felt to make a crossroads out of candles. So I'm gonna do that and add a couple more crystals. So thank you all so much for watching. As always, abundant and eternal blessings. Mwah.